Hi, I'm Maggie from MaggiesCrochet.com, and in this video I'm going to show you how to cross stitch the heart pattern, this heart pattern, onto this coaster. And in a previous video I showed you how to change colors within the single crochet stitches to create the picture of the heart. So let's get started on this, and for this you'll need a yarn needle, and I've got contrasting worsted weight yarn to cross stitch with, and I've cut a piece that's probably about 2 feet long. So to thread my needle, I just put this over the side, I pinch it and I pull it off. I open up my pinched fingers and I slide the fold through the eye of the needle like that, and then I'm going to pull this down. Now this is the graph. It's the same graph that was used to create this one, except now we're going to use the same graph to cross stitch. So each white square there represents an X that I'm going to create on this background. So the key to this in the beginning is finding which one, where to start. So I want to be on row 3 like you can see here, and in the very center stitch I want to work on that one. So this right here is part of the edging, and you could actually embroider this on before you do the edging, and then it might be a little bit easier for you to see the stitches. But this here right there is row 1. Here's the wrong side of row 2. I have to spread this out a little bit. This is row 1, this is row 2, and this is row 3, and it's a right side row. You can see those little oval shapes right there. So now I've found row 3. Now I need to count in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's the 7th one that I need to cross stitch over. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So this is the center stitch right here. That's the stitch I want. So I will start right there with my needle, and if you look at that stitch, it has 4 holes around it. The one hole is where my needle's coming out, the one is below it, there's 2 below it, and then one on the other side of it. So that's what I'm going to use to do my X stitch there. So I'm just going to pull that up. This is my stitch here. I'm going to pull that up. I'm going to make sure that it doesn't pull out on the back. I'm going to leave a long strand on the back so I can sew that in. So what I want to do is, if you see those 4 holes there, I want to go across like right there, and then I'm going to come out this way, so I make an X over that single crochet stitch. I don't want to pull too tight, and then I'll go in the box right there. So just like that, I've created an X that goes over the single crochet. Okay, now if you look here, once you get this one started, it's pretty easy to figure out where you need to go next. So now I need to work 3 X's centered over that 1 X right there. So now I'm going to look at the next row up here, and it's this single crochet right here. This one is directly over that one, and this one. So if I go right here, I can see the 4 boxes, the 4 spaces. If I pull it open like this, you can see the 4 spaces over that single. So I am going to go like right here. Well, let me start right here, but that might be where. Okay, I'm going to start right here, and then I'm going to go right here, And then I'm going to come out here on the left side of that single like that. And then I'm going to come down and see how it meets with the first row of first cross I did, like that. And then you want to do one right next to that, and it goes right over the one below it there. And then I'm going to come out right here and go back in here like that. And then I'm going to come down here. Once you get going on this, you can get a rhythm going. So you just do this and you keep following the graph and working an X over the single crochet. So there's row 2 of the heart pattern. Now for the next row, you see it just increases by 1 on each side. So each row you're going to go up, and then you're going to leave like only do 4 when you get up here, and you're going to leave this unworked. You're not going to work an X over this stitch, and you're not going to work an X over these 3 stitches here. And you'll just do 2 X's at the very top. So I'll do one more row. So the next one, this one here was the last one of the second row of X's. So if you want, it might help you to just go ahead and go in there and go over to the next stitch. You see the next stitch is right here. And then go down here. But you just have to look for those boxes over the those open spaces, I mean, around the center, that are around the single crochet stitch. So we have several designs at maggiescrochet.com, and most of the time I prefer to do my color changes like this, but we do have some designs that are really cute. One is a baby Afghan, it's called Baby and Baby Makes 3. It's got little panda bears on it. And another one is the Best Friends Afghan, and those are all done with this technique, with the cross stitching the design on to the piece. So there you can see the third row, and then if I come up here, but you can see how it's not that difficult to do. So that's how you work a cross stitch pattern on top of a instead of doing this. So any of the patterns that we have on maggiescrochet.com where you change colors like this, you can use the same graph and just work the piece solid like we have here, and then cross stitch the design on the top. So I do like this way better because it comes out more solid, and you do have these little, you know, color changing places here, but I still think overall I prefer this over this, but some people prefer this. So now you'll know how to do it, and I hope that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. We're having videos come out, new videos come out every single week, and subscribe to our Facebook page and visit us at maggiescrochet.com. Thank you very much for watching.